Struggling with the new normal we are navigating ourselves and loved ones through? Are the day-to-day activities mentally and physically draining you with all the precautions we have to take? Do you feel like you just need to pause and reset? If any of this resonates with you, then you're in the right place. Each episode, I'll be offering methods to help you create focus and mental clarity. I will be sharing tips on the practice of breath, meditation, and just taking a pause to notice. I will help you find ways to allow yourself to find joy in each and every moment of your daily life practice. Hi, my name is Madhavi, and I'm your host. I'm a board-certified nuclear medicine technologist. I work with cardiac patients. I'm a yoga teacher, a board-certified health and well-being coach, and a yoga coach. I love working with people to help them reduce stress in their body and mind in order to lead to a healthier and happier life. So let's dig in today's episode. Today we're going to be talking about our thoughts. We have about 10 to 60,000 thoughts that run through our head every day. The National Science Foundation has found that 80% of these thoughts that we have throughout the day are actually negative. And of those 80% of thoughts that are negative, 95% are thoughts that continuously repeat themselves throughout the day and even from the day before. Wow, 80% of negative thoughts, 95% of those continuously repeating, not such a healthy ratio. Having such a huge amount of thoughts that are negative rolling through our head on a day-to-day basis, it can actually take control of our mind, thus creating a mental fog. Negative thoughts actually can drag you down physically and mentally. And they can even lead you to creating bad and unhealthy lifestyle habits. Perhaps even depression and anxiety. Things that can happen to our physical body, musculoskeletal issues, inflammatory issues, cardiac issues, and much more. And there's another interesting study that I found from Cornell University by Leahy, 2005, that scientists found that 85% of what we worry or the negative thoughts that we get never happen. They even found in a study that 15% of the worries were negative thoughts that happen. 79% of the people discovered that either they could handle the difficulty better than they expected or that the difficulty actually taught them a lesson worth learning. So this is what I was precisely always telling my children, and I even noticed this myself, that things always work out in the end. I always tell myself, it's going to work out in the end. Don't worry about it. It's going to work out in the end. Although it's hard to not worry, believing that it's going to work out and worrying about the present moment is what's important. So all the worry and negative energy that we create in our head, it just bogs us down and drains us of all our energy. So just imagine if you use all this energy that you had, at least most of it, on things that you have control over, that's creating a positive feeling and a feeling of success. Wouldn't it make life just a little bit easier? Perhaps creating a less struggle? Well, here's the problem. We can't completely eliminate any type of negative thoughts. However, we can increase the number of positive thoughts, thus suppressing the negative thoughts and increasing changing our neural pathways, actually. So how can you do this? We have one powerful tool in our tool belt. And it's a powerful tool that we were born with. And it's called our breath. The secret is called long, deep breathing. It actually uses the full capacity of the lungs by really filling all three lobes. So did you know that the lung capacity of an average human is about 6 liters? That's about 3 soda bottles. Just imagine. And that many of us actually only use the top 1/3 of this lung capacity. And that's called shallow breathing. And why are we breathing shallow? That comes with the stress that the environment is giving us, the stress from our perception of what we're looking at, the stress from all the negative thoughts that keep rolling in our head, that 80% of our thoughts that are negative, and then those 95% that are repeating themselves. and creating this perception that these thoughts are actually real. So our body's physiological response to stress, whether it's physical or psychological, among other things, is to increase the breath rate. That's the shallow upper chest breathing with faster breath rates, which can lead to chronic tension and weak nerves, and even sets the scene for illness and makes one feel broken down, and in other systems break down as well. And I'm a huge believer of all of this is because I work with cardiac patients, and I see many of my patients that come in with cardiac issues, and it's all induced from stress, and stress creates bad habits, bad eating habits, not moving, not exercising, being sedentary, just creating all this roller coaster, effect. So we know this importance. We need to have good exercise and a good diet, but the valued breathing techniques, many of us don't really know about it. We don't even pay attention because it's something that comes naturally to us. We don't just have to think about breathing. For example, when was the last time maybe, or if you can imagine, watching a baby, a happy baby, or a baby that's sleeping, very relaxed, a calm baby sleeping, or even an animal, a dog or a cat, just sleeping completely peacefully. And just notice the breath rate. It's long and deep, and they're calm. Generally, babies and animals don't have very many negative thoughts, if any. And so they are able to stay in a, relaxed state of mind. Imagine if you could be like that, just chill, like your dog or cat just sleeping next to you. So by practicing a simple breathing technique throughout the day, you can effortlessly create a calm in your mind, at the same time increase your attention, your mental clarity, and focus. You can just simply do this by closing your eyes, and you can do this right now with me. Closing your eyes and taking a deep inhale through the nose, filling up your belly, your mid-chest, and your upper chest. And when you fill up to the tippy top where you cannot even take an extra breath, suspend your breath for a count of 1 to 3. And then slowly begin to exhale the breath through the nose, allowing your collarbones to come down, your side ribs squeezing in, and drawing the navel inward and upward towards the spine, completely squeezing all the air out of your lungs. And it's really important to take a few breaks throughout the day and doing this breathing practice. It allows yourself to reset and reconnect. So many of us think that if we take a break during our workday or whatever we're trying to accomplish, we're actually going to decrease our productivity. But in fact, these mini breaks can actually make you more productive, more efficient, because you have cleared your mind and increased your mental capacity. It's like creating a fresh start, clear slate. So I invite you to take some long, deep breaths throughout your workday. Taking a break every 30 to 45 minutes. Taking a break, actually getting up from your chair, being strapped to our chair, trapped behind our desk is causing the extra stress, which causes it in our body and in our mind. So taking these extra breaks throughout the day is so powerful. See, the lack of relaxation and the peace of mind and the personal and collective conscious in our present day society inhibits us for proper breathing. So again, this poor breathing increases the susceptibility to stress, and it's an attendant to illness. The American Medical Association reports that 80% of diseases are stress related. The body's physiological response to stress, whether physical or psychological, among other things, is to increase the breath rate, which is what I was talking about, the shallow breathing. So, our shallow breathing is what's causing that. So next time you're sitting there thinking in front of your computer or maybe in the middle of a meeting, and you notice that something is kind of upsetting you, Notice your breath rate. Notice where your chest is rising and falling. Is your belly rising and falling? Or are you just breathing up in the upper collarbone area? Just take a notice. So maybe this week, I invite you to, or challenge you to, set an alarm on your phone for every 30 to 45 minutes to take a movement and breathing break. You can connect your movement with the breath, or you can just get up out of your chair, walk somewhere else, and have a seat, or even lie down, since most of us are working from home. Or even if you're in your office and you have a space to lie down, or sit somewhere else or walk somewhere else and just breathe. If the weather is good, walk outside and practice long, deep breathing while you go on a short 5-minute walk. I invite you to just reset and reconnect. Allow yourself to give yourself permission to honor your body so that you can be the best person you are. Because I always remind my students and my wellness coaching clients, if you don't fill up your cupboard first, how will you feed your family? In the same way, when I speak in the yogic terms, if you don't fill up your heart chakra by receiving first, how will you have the energy and capacity to give the love, compassion to those whom you love most, to those whom need you most? Honor yourself. Give yourself a few moments of time every day. Allow yourself to be the best person you are, because you deserve it. You deserve it. I hope that all of you have a wonderful day and a wonderful week. And thank you for listening to me. And until next time, namaste.